Dewdrop is in Lizzie McGuire. She also has an album out. She's going to be in a movie called Cheaper by the Dozen. And she's one of the girls that we're all waiting for to turn 18. Along with the Olsen twins.
What's someone bet you made with Danny about our first kiss?
No, it wasn't the first kiss.
No,
It was like a second or third kiss.
It was the first. It was like the first week.
No, it was not the first week.
Whatever. Let me tell you what happened.
No, let me tell you what happened.
No. Okay, so I've never kissed a guy. So I was so. I mean, you know, Ash was attractive, and I was a 14-year-old little girl, and I was extremely scared for my life.
Sure.
And he was very nice about it. He was like, "Oh, don't worry." So I was like, "Okay." Then Danny goes and goes, "Dude, I'll give you $10 if you French kiss her." What would you stick your tongue in my mouth or some?
What? No.
For $10.
You're making it sound like it was like really. Okay, Dan, we had a little side bet, don't we?
And the reason I'm doing this is not because I think In the Crease is good, but because Jock told me Mila would sit on my lap and like, it feels good.
Do you know how Hollywood loves its drama, right? Well, this time it's not just the usual tabloid stuff. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis are now caught up in some serious allegations that might spill some big secrets.
Our heart goes out to every single person who's ever been a victim of.
So Ashton is trying to keep her wife quiet about some pretty explosive stuff from his past. Sources say Ashton is worried about some unresolved issues linked to his past relationships and some controversial connections he has had. Mila, on the flip side, is also torn between speaking out or keeping quiet to protect their image. The pressure is on whatever she decides to share could seriously affect Ashton's career and the whole industry, especially with all the stuff around his past actions.
After the white party in Beverly Hills, we all went to an after party in a club. Everybody was there, Demi Moore and Ashton and P. Diddy. Everybody was hyped about the party because, you know, Diddy's party starts like around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So you're partying for like hours and then you want to go to an after party, of course. And even though Chris Brown was hanging out with Tiana Taylor at the party the whole time, at the club he was with Amber Rose and they were hooking up, you know, making out the whole time.
So it all kicks off with Ashton's surprising connection to Diddy and their wild party days back in the early 2000s, something that's definitely raising some eyebrows now. Back then, Ashton was riding high from that 70s show, while Diddy was a huge name in music and entertainment. They seemed like an odd couple, but their love for the NYC party scene brought them together. One of their most memorable moments was during the 2003 NYC Marathon. Ashton and Diddy didn't just run, they were out there as celebs supporting a good cause. Their friendship was pretty obvious and people loved them for it, but behind the scenes, there are whispers that their bond went beyond just running and charity. Apparently, they were regulars at some super exclusive parties that were known for being wild and super private. Recently, some old footage has popped up showing Ashton dodging questions about his ties to Diddy's crew. When asked what went down at those parties, Ashton gave replies like, "I've got a lot, I can't tell, it just makes you wonder even more." Now, with Diddy facing some serious allegations, including illegal human transportation, things are getting even more intense. These claims have created a lot of outrage, and some witnesses are linking Hollywood names to Diddy's controversial lifestyle. Ashton's name has started popping up in online chats with people speculating about what he might know or if he was involved in any of it.
Rat Pack thing with Ashton Kutcher. What's going on with that? Are you guys, you are supposed to be Frank Sinatra, and Ashton Kutcher is what, Joey Bishop or something?
No.
Joey Bishop?
Yeah,
Nobody wants Joey Bishop.
You know, back in the days, as far as with the Rat Pack, you know, there was guys that worked hard and played hard, you know, and young entrepreneurs of their day, moving and hustling, shaking, baking, you know, and so, you know, we got a little boys club jumping off.
And
you know, we just having some fun.
Yeah. Who's in your club?
I can't tell you all that right now.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I can't. No, for real. I'm still putting it together. And, you know, Ashton's a part of it.
Have you been around Demi Moore?
Jamie Foxx is a part of it.
Jamie Foxx?
Yeah.
Have you been around Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore?
You know Jamie Foxx?
Yeah. No, I know of him, funny guy.
Okay.
He's been on the show, I think.
Yeah, he has.
You ever? Yeah. So what about Ashton Kutcher? You around him and Demi Moore a lot?
Yeah, I mean, I've been around them, you know.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, they cool.
That's cool?
Yeah.
How's she look up close?
She fire. I mean, she's pretty. She blazing.
And he's exclusively banging her, no other chicks?
Oh yeah, he's a good cat. He don't get down like that.
Did you get her naked over the house?
Nah, I don't want nothing to do with that. Yeah. And seriously, I'm really putting a bid in for those Knicks. Y'all spread the word out.
Ashton hasn't said much about these allegations, but his past ignorance of questions about Diddy is definitely raising eyebrows. People are digging into their history, trying to connect the dots between their friendship, Diddy's current legal mess, and Ashton's mysterious behavior. And that's where Mila Kunis comes into play, and things start to get messy. Rumors are swirling that Mila has some info that could tie Ashton to these scandals. Insiders say she might know about his involvement, or at least what went down at Diddy's parties. After being together for nearly 2 decades, Mila might have heard or seen things that Ashton never thought would come back to haunt him. To add to the drama, there are claims that Mila has recently moved out of their home, which has caused some serious tension. While the official story is that she just needed some space, some folks think it's really about her frustration with Ashton wanting her to stay quiet. Ashton is said to have warned Mila to keep her mouth shut, worried that speaking out could ruin both their reputations and drag them into Diddy's mess. The tension seems to be building every day. Mila is caught between her loyalty to Ashton and her discomfort with the secrets she's carrying. The stakes are high, especially if she decides to spill the beans. It's not just about protecting Ashton anymore, it's about shielding some big names in Hollywood who might have their own skeletons tied to Diddy's ongoing scandals. So what exactly does Mila know? Some think it's about those wild parties, while others believe it could be something even worse, like evidence linking Ashton to some shady stuff. Whatever it is, Mila's knowledge could be the key to unraveling this whole situation, and it's no surprise Ashton is desperate to keep her quiet.
They were intended for the judge to read, and not to undermine the testimony of the victims or re-traumatize them in any way. We would never want to do that, and we're sorry if that has taken place.
Ashton has got some skeletons in his closet that go beyond just crazy parties. There are some stories that have come back to haunt him. Recently, he and Mila got hit with a ton of backlash for their letters supporting Danny Masterson, their co-star from that '70s show, during his sentencing for some serious convictions. In those letters, Ashton called Masterson a role model with a strong moral compass, while Mila referred to him as a friend with exceptional character. When those letters leaked, it caused a huge uproar. A lot of people felt like their words downplayed the severity of the crimes and disrespected the survivors. The backlash was intense. Social media was buzzing with accusations that Ashton and Mila were putting loyalty to an old buddy above accountability and justice. Their once golden reputations took a major hit. And plus, this whole mess brought back some old clips and comments of Ashton's that made people look at him in a more negative light. One cringeworthy moment was from a 2003 interview where Ashton made a weird joke about Hilary Duff, who was only 15 at the time. He joked that she was one of the girls I'm waiting to turn 18. It might have seemed funny back then, but it definitely doesn't sit well now and raises some serious questions about his judgment. Then there's the awkwardness surrounding Mila during their time on that '70s show. Mila was just 14 when she played Ashton's on-screen girlfriend. Ashton, who was 19, initially called her a little sister but joked about how their kissing scenes were more awkward for her than for him. This old clip, along with their support for Masterson, has led to more criticism of Ashton's past behavior and the vibe on set. Now, all eyes are on Mila. Her silence speaks volumes, but her past experiences add another layer to the story. While Ashton is getting slammed for his letters and comments, Mila's own history on that '70s show is coming back into focus. One story that's making the rounds again is the French kiss bet Mila once shared that Danny and Ashton bet on who could kiss her with tongue during a scene when she was just 14. She laughed it off back then, but now it's being looked at differently, especially with the serious allegations against Masterson and the broader issues of inappropriate behavior in Hollywood.
When's someone bet you made with Danny about our first kiss?
No, it wasn't the first kiss. It was like a second or third kiss.
It was like the first week.
No, it was not the first week.
Whatever, let me tell you what happened.
No, let me tell you what happened.
No, okay, so I've never kissed a guy. So I was so, I mean, you know, Ashton's attractive, and I was a 14-year-old little girl, and I was extremely scared for my life.
Sure.
And he was very nice about it. He was like, oh, don't worry. So I was like, okay. Then Danny goes and goes, dude, I'll give you $10 if you French kiss her. What do you stick your tongue in my mouth or some?
What? No.
For $10.
You're making it sound like it was like really. Okay, Dan, we had a little side bet going.
People's reactions to Mila's story are all over the place. Some critics say her silence or casual attitude about those incidents helped create a toxic environment. Others feel for her, recognizing the tough power dynamic she faced as a young actress in an industry that often protects powerful men. A person commented saying Ashton is not getting dragged into it. Ashton got himself into it. It sounds to me like Mila is being threatened and coerced by her husband. She needs to protect herself. Another one added, this whole scandal is ridiculous. I hope they all get what is coming to them. Bad people, bad choices, and all the hurt that has been done to so many innocent people. On top of all this, there are rumors that Mila might have some info about Ashton's past. Speculation is swirling that she knows more than she's letting on about his behavior, both on and off set. This tension is causing some strain in their relationship, with whispers that Mila might have moved out of their home. Mila's been in a tough spot since the backlash over her support for Masterson and her connection to these incidents. If she decides to speak out, it could change the whole narrative, maybe even implicate Ashton more, highlight bigger issues in Hollywood. But if she stays quiet, she risks more public scrutiny and losing touch with her fans.
It really happened.
Mila says, hey, there's a thing we're gonna do, and I was like, okay.
Mila Kunis, M-I-L-A, last name K-U-N-I-S.
A-S-H-T-O-N, first name, split, space, K-U-T-C-H-E-R. Like a butcher, but with a K.
I just be myself, and I hope it's good enough.
Why do you want to talk to a kid from Iowa?
I love this. I like to talk, and so I'll just talk on and on and on and on.
I kind of thought that like on TV shows that you read off of like cue cards.
I just like this whole process. For me, it's exciting, it's awesome. But you never know what happens.
With everything on the line, Ashton's alleged warning to Mila has set the stage for some serious drama. If the rumors are true and Mila decides to spill the beans, it could blow up not just their marriage, but their whole careers. For Ashton, this could hit hard. He's built a reputation as a champion against illegal human transportation, co-founding Thorn, which creates tech to help find and rescue victims. He's gotten a lot of praise for this work, but if details about his past, like his ties to Diddy and his party days, come back to haunt him, it could change everything. If Mila knows stuff that contradicts Ashton's public image, it could totally derail his advocacy. People would start questioning if his work with Thorn is legit or just a way to distract from his past. That would not only hurt his reputation, but also the credibility of the organization. For Mila, speaking out isn't without risks either. While she's faced criticism for staying quiet, coming forward could lead to legal trouble or backlash in her career. Ashton's warning suggests he's ready to push back if she goes public. But if she does share what she knows, it could align her with the growing movement of Hollywood stars calling out the industry's dark side, giving her a chance to take control of her story and distance herself from Ashton's mess. The personal stakes are just as high. There's already buzz about their marriage being on shaky ground, with rumors of tension and even a possible split. If Mila reveals secrets that make Ashton look worse, it could spell the end for them. And since they're seen as one of Hollywood's golden couples, a breakup would be all over the headlines and put them under even more scrutiny. On the professional side, both could lose big opportunities. Ashton's already shaky reputation might push brands and studios away, especially now that everyone's focused on accountability. Mila, while not as directly involved, could still get caught up in the fallout if people see her as complicit for not speaking up sooner. The bigger picture for Hollywood is also huge. If Mila's revelations touch on systemic issues, like protecting powerful people or a culture of silence, it could really ramp up the calls for change. The industry has already been facing a lot of accountability lately, and this could be another major turning point. As everything unfolds, one big question remains: will Mila keep quiet, or will she risk it all to tell the truth? The stakes are sky high, and the fallout could change not just their lives, but also how the public views Hollywood's shiny exterior. One thing's for sure, if these secrets come out, Hollywood will never be the same. If you want to keep up with this wild drama and all the latest celebrity news, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing.